In the next 10 minutes, I'm going to question everything you believed in when it comes to the golf swing with the aid of this broom. It's something that you can do, so give me your time for 10 minutes, and I promise you I will change your golfing world. I had Lee, one of my clients, come in. He has been working really hard on his game, and he's been using the broom. However, he has been using it with some errors that have caused a few problems down through strike. Now you can see Lee here, down through strike, he has got this early extension once again. Now with the aid of the broom, we get to really appreciate that when I move the handle towards the target, it moves the club face open. When I make the club head swing, the broom head swing, you can see that the club face is going to point to the left. Now the face orientation, the broom head pointing at the target, is our club face. And so when you swing this broom, it really gives us clarity on whenever you're making moves into strike, the face of the golf club is absolutely whacking you in the face with its orientation, which I believe is really crucial, because the nuance of whether the face is open or closed is something that a lot of golfers don't necessarily appreciate to the volume that the broom is going to show you. The other thing that the broom really gives you is weight. We're looking for golf clubs to be heavier. When they are heavier, we all of a sudden have the situation where the weight will start to overcome us rather than we overcome it. When the golf club is light, and a golf club is considerably lighter than this broom, then you will find that you can manipulate that club head very easily. So when you see Lee swinging the broom here, at the top of the backswing, he's been working diligently on trying to get his club shaft a little bit steeper in his backswing. Lee was one of those rollers of the club face away from the golf ball, and we fixed that. And the broom has now really given him a chance to stand the shaft up. What you can see at the top of Lee's backswing is that the club face and the club shaft is starting to point over. Now when Lee starts to pull the club into the ball, we get to see the rebalance of this broom head. And because the broom head is falling back, is falling inside because the handle is rising up, you now see the astronomical impact it has on the club face. Now Lee turned up hitting numbers like this. You can see that the path was pretty straight, the angle of attack was pretty light, but the face to path value was considerably closed, between 4 and 7 degrees during the session before I said anything. And that was because when a club face is coming into the golf ball open, because of the misorientation at the top, the grip will either have you the opportunity to close the club face open, close the club face over, and Lee's got an excellent grip, which you can see on the screen. If you've got a poor grip, that would then inevitably end up in a slice. So what we did with Lee was we now started to give him a sensation of how the weight of the broom now starts to change when he pulls the handle, that because this broom head is not trying to rebalance itself, it starts to really give Lee the opportunity to move the handle down and straighten the face back up. So when we take the golf club up to the top, when we're using the broom, as we start to feel the broom moving forwards, if the broom moving forwards is coming from a pitch where it's crossed over, when we move the broom forwards, just look at how the club face opens up. When we pull the broom from a shaft pitch laid over, and then we start to move the handle down, look how the broom lines up, the face lines up, because the handle is starting to line the face back up. I push the handle in to out, I open the club face up. So the orientation of this handle, which I talk about endlessly on my YouTube channel, and videos like this drop every Wednesday and Sunday. If you are new to the channel and I'm adding value, please consider subscribing while you're here. I do videos like this, as I say, every Wednesday and Sunday. This broom drill is the conduit to giving you the understanding that the handle and the head must talk to each other. It is not about the club head, it's really about the handle. So let's get a club in my hand and let's start demonstrating. Now immediately, as soon as you've taken your broom, and the link for one of those brooms is in the descriptions below, go check that out. No link for me, but you can have a broom for 15 bucks very, very easily. We get the golf club, and now at the top, when I'm starting to move my club around and my handle around, can you see how you've got no idea where the face was pointing? So I make these swings and I do it reasonably slowly. Can you truly appreciate where that club face is pointing in the same regard as when I'm swinging this broom? You get a real sense of where the face is pointing, particularly down through strike, when I'm swinging the broom. So when you're now flip-flopping between broom and golf club, a couple of things will start to happen. You'll start to really appreciate that the club head is really light. This will aid you in getting your grip super light. It will really make you feel like you're going to grip the club to make the head feel much closer to the same weight that you're feeling as the broom. So that's number one. That's your huge takeaway to start with. The second takeaway is you now start to appreciate how important it is for that club head to feel like in transition that the shaft can lay down. And then you can start to change the way that pressure in the handle moves down. That was a bit of a shocking one, wasn't it? So handle forwards and the handle moved down. So the handle moves down and then we start to get it all lined up. You can see that my handle forwards is really giving me that sensation of moving it down. Now, of course, this broom head that is now got so much weight in it that when I move the handle down from over here, can you see how I could actually move the handle so quickly that the head could stay in the same spot in space? But look what it's doing to the club face. Look what it's doing to the club face. Look what it's doing to the club face. Can you see how much more clear that is? You can see that the face is pointing down to the ball line. Handle's gone from outside to inside. Now it's lined back up. Now I'm in posture. Now I can use my feet. Now I can get some swing. There's some very, very different feels that a golf club doesn't really give you, because you don't get the same sensation of where that face is pointing. So when I do these drills and I get the handle forwards and I start to make that handle feel like it drops down much later in the golf swing, it starts to really line the face up. But this broom gives the golfer the sensation of weight, length, and the sensation of where the face is going to point when you start to manipulate the handle track. The manipulation of the handle track is crucial to giving you these angles of attack. These angles of attack that give you the downstrike, the compression, the flight, and the strike that allow you to hit shots that quite simply end up looking something in the region of that. Please get yourself a broom. Go buy one, £15. They will be, or it will be, the best investment you ever make in your golf swing. Forget all of the fancy training aids. Buy yourself a broom. Use this video, this playlist, because that will give you more insights into the myriad of applications this broom has for your golf. And you will take your game, I promise you, into the year of 2025 to a new level. It'll unearth some of the nuances. We can take this broom into short game. We can take this broom into putting. All of it. So, hopefully, that's given you a little bit of an insight into how you can find a Broom. If you're tired of paying too much for your premium leather golf gloves, head over to gxgolfgloves.com. These are gloves trusted by tour players and elite amateurs alike. Use my code GOODCOACHING to receive 10% off your next order. Go try them out. You won't be disappointed. Broom, benefiting your golf game. Thank you so much for watching. That my friends. He's good coaching.